What's tonight, folks? If this team get beat, we in the final four.
He's a poor man LeBron, bro, when it comes to trades. It's like you guys look at, KD went to go
down 3 games, it's a quick sweep.
Not cap if you want to. Cap if you want to. Cap if you want to.
You know what's in me.
When I said that they let James Harden do the same thing and let Kevin Durant do the same thing, and they're essentially letting James Harden do the same thing again.
It'll cause a quick freeze.
I said Kevin Durant should have took a 50-50 blame, and Westbrook should have took a 50-50 blame too.
MJ fade away with the eyes closed.
Some help. Get some help. You feel me? That's the message to start the show today. Get some fucking help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yo, I did not mean to play that, but damn, it's been so long since I pressed that button.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, man, some people need some help, dog.
I used to love hitting Boo out with that button, man. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode from the sideline. We're back on this beautiful ass Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You feel me? Back in the building. Got a little quickie for you guys. We up in here. Gonna dive into some events over the couple of weeks, couple of days. Some stuff that's been going on. Sun's making some moves. Got some beefs going on. But Moo, how you been, man? How's everything?
Hey, man, I'm really good, man. You know what I'm saying? Football season is starting to wind down, college and NFL. So, just dropped my controller. But we can fully focus on basketball season, man. Both NBA, WNBA, of course, coming up. Check that out on PBT. And, of course, college basketball, man. March Madness is around the corner.
Hey, March Madness is around the corner. All right. Fresh out the NBA. Suns are making some moves, Mooch.
That's what I heard on the street, man.
They picked up a bunch of first-round picks. What was it, 3 of them? Something like that.
Yes, sir. Loading up.
Getting some first-round picks, Definitely look like they're gearing up for a move. What move they're gearing up for? Is it the Jimmy Butler move? Could it be a surprising move? We don't know. What you thinking, Moo?
I mean, at first thought, everybody's thinking, oh, yeah, they're gearing up to get Jimmy. They're spending the talks. But I'm not going to lie to you, bro. At this present time, I don't know. I really don't know. There have been a lot of talks that Bradley Beal would waive his no-trade clause for the right situation. And one of those situations that just so happened to keep coming up is Milwaukee. Which means that we'll possibly see Chris Middleton on the move, which I don't doubt that he'll be on the move anyway because his name has came up a lot, but we'll get to that later. But if they are gearing up to get somebody, I'm not too sure that they're set on Jimmy, right? Because if Bradley waives his no trade clause, he's obviously a viable piece that they can use to get somebody else in. If they're willing to move off Nurk and they're willing to move off a few other pieces with, the 3 first-round picks that they got, who's to say that they might not try to make a bigger splash than a Jimmy Butler? They could go younger.
Definitely could go younger, but I'm seeing here that they're saying that the trade can actually wind up being a 4-team trade.
4 teams is interesting.
Yeah, but they don't say what 4 teams. They don't say what 4 teams is the thing, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said I believe it was the last couple of weeks ago. I do think Jimmy improves the Suns. He gives them the defense, and then he can also help other guys out on defense. Does it fix all their problems? No. Would you want to get off of Bradley Beal? I would.
At this current time, yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely want to move on from him. And you guys know how I feel about Chris Middleton.
Yep.
Send him to trade him for Patrick Beverly.
You can send him to Chuck E. Cheese at this point.
He says send that nigga to Chuck E. Cheese. You feel me? Send him to damn Damn. Well, I just had a brain fart. What's the damn David and Buster's? There you go.
David Buster.
Tell go play some goddamn basketball, David Buster's. You feel me? But Suns do got to do something. They're too talented of a team to be 21 and 21. Yeah, I mean, there ain't much you can say there when you got a guy Kevin Durant and Booker. You know, just those two alone, you would think, you know,
they produce a better record.
Yeah, so they got to fill some holes. They got some stuff to do. Jimmy can help. Is there some other names out there on the market that they should be looking at?
I know that if I was them, I would try to look into the Cam Johnson situation. I know the Brooklyn Nets, they said that they were looking for a really high asking price. So shoot, you send Bradley Beal, you send Nurkic over there with some picks. I think they might be inclined to jump on that. You add another young wing to that core over there. I think that makes them better, makes them a lot better. Plus, he brings a really heavy defensive presence. And like I said, he's younger. I know a lot of people are trying to get both Valanciunas and Vucevic from New Orleans and Chicago. So either one of those guys can be on the move, and I know they can possibly be some difference makers, especially since they want to come off Nurkic. Gives you a more viable presence on the inside, especially defensively, which we know Nurkic lacks. And then I would say, finally, last but not least, maybe they make a big splash for either BI or Zion, because I know they have the money to pay them going forward. And I know that both of those guys are looking for a contract in the future.
I mean, there's some names for you. I'm just looking up some rumors right now. I'm not seeing nothing but Jimmy Butler. And then I see the Clippers going to be sitting Nicholas, Chris James, Norman Powell. It's questionable. Zubac and Kawhi Leonard is out. What kind of shit is that? I don't know. I'm not one to. I'm not sold. Like, what are the Suns thinking they like? What they need, and if they are going after Jimmy, what do they think Jimmy's bringing? Right, that's going to take them to the next level. Because if we just take let me see real quick if I can pull up. Give me a second. All right. So I'm gonna go. You got the Thunder, Rockets, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Clippers, Lakers, Mavs, Kings, Timberwolves, all in front of the Suns, right? The Suns are in 10th right now. They get Jimmy. They traded Ray Bradley Bill. I think that's a good move because I don't think Bradley worked out the way that they thought Bradley was going to work out for them. I think that they just thought they was going to get another high impact scorer. I got 3 of these high impact scorers. Oh, that's guaranteed 90 points right there. But it's not how it works out. So for the Suns, for me, right, they shouldn't be in 10th place right now. I'm thinking the Suns as a team should be somewhere between 3 and 6. That's just me, right? You got a guy like KD. I said it earlier. You got a guy like Booker. That should suffice with the guy putting some guys around him to work that out. I think that, like I said, the Suns just went about the wrong way, right? So we know the Thunder are going to be there. The Rockets are probably going to fall some from 2. The Grizzlies are going to probably stick around 3 to 5. The Nuggets are climbing. They're in 4th right now. The Clippers are sticking around. Clippers are sticking around. You got the Lakers in 6, right? Just out of the play-in, right?
Yes, as of right now.
Just out of it. And then the Mavs, but the Mavs are dealing with injuries, right, to their key players. You got the Kings. I don't know what to say about the damn Kings, and then the Timberwolves, who aren't really playing like the Timberwolves. I think losing Cat is really bigger than what people thought it was going to be, but we could talk about that another day. So for me, if I'm looking at this and they get Jimmy Butler, am I thinking that that's going to shoot them to around 4 or 5? I don't think so because, like I said, the Nuggets and Clippers are there. I'm expecting the Nuggets to stay there. Maybe the Rockets to fall around that 5-6 spot.
Possibly, yeah. I think I would say so, especially depending on how the trade deadline works out, because I know the Rockets are probably key for another vet. But I would say I'm not convinced that it moves the needle. Like I said, for me, I would go younger, just because you don't really know how long Jimmy is going to maintain this level of play. And in the future, I would think that it's more viable to pick up a younger option that you can get more out of than Jimmy, who is probably only going to be there for a few years. So I'm not seeing how
that's why I think the Suns are in win now mode. Not to cut you off,
exactly.
Like, to make a move like Jimmy, and that's why I was going to go with the record. Like, to make a move like Jimmy isn't going to move the needle much for you in the standings, but getting to the playoffs is where I ultimately was going to go. Is when they get to the playoffs, having a guy like Jimmy is going to help them, a whole lot when it comes to the defensive end of things. But can Jimmy keep the defensive front together? Now we know, and I'm not a KD hater, so I'm gonna bullshit. We know KD is a great help defender. I don't know how good he is now, being in old age, but we know KD can play good to great level of help defense. So if you can get that out of him and get Booker to do that shit on the other side of the court, Booker is very athletic. He's young, so he should be able to get in those passing lanes fast, get that ball up the court. A lot of fast break points that could come off Jimmy Butler anchoring the defense. But then that goes to another thing that I kind of was thinking about is, would the Suns kind of use Jimmy in like a Draymond Green role?
That's a good point.
Like, because that's what I'm saying. Like, does the trade really make sense unless that's the kind of role you want him to come in and be? You don't really need scoring from him.
Yeah.
But you can use all the other tangibles.
That's true. I think if you're looking at it in that aspect, then especially when it comes to the playoff, because we all know how Jimmy is in the playoffs, then definitely. It's just I think when it comes to Jimmy and it comes to the Suns, they have to be able to match his intensity and his ferocity when it comes to more specifically defense, but not only just defense, but a lot of the times in situations where they need a bucket. And, he's really aggressive and going to the hole or shooting when a lot of people may be passive. So I think if you're looking at it in that aspect, then yeah, definitely. I think he helps move the needle for that, especially if they're in win now mode right now. Then yeah, for sure, you definitely got to go after a guy like that who is going to give you a higher output in the playoffs. But I think with bringing in a guy like Jimmy, one, they're trying to dispel the soft narrative that, a lot of analysts on ESPN have labeled them, namely Stephen A. Smith. And two, I think they're trying to bring back an intensity that they kind of lack in that locker room. KD is the guy who's, I just want to hoop and I'm not really the vocal leader guy, and you kind of get the same energy from Devin Booker as well. And we all know how Bradley Beal operates in his field of play. So there's really not a vocal leader or a guy that's really going to take all the flack and really going to take all of the turmoil that comes with it and take it with the full chest and have a smile on their face later. So I think that's another big factor that, Jimmy brings to a team like the Suns. But if with the defensive part, I just think that if they can match his defensive intensity, I think then yeah, it definitely turns them up a notch.
Yeah, turn them up a notch, but how much?
And I think that's the ultimate thing, right? Looking at the Nuggets right now, I'm watching them play the Sixers right now. If you're looking at the Rockets, who are also a really good young defensive team as well, Ime has them playing really good basketball right now. The Mavs, we all know that they're probably going to end up getting healthy at the right time. So just looking at all of these teams, the Clippers, we got Kawhi coming back, filling in his role. Sack is starting to build up wins. Is that team is starting to gel as well. We all know that Minnesota is not playing the way they are right now, but Once that team kind of gets going, it's give or take for them. We understand the team that LA is or LA isn't, so we'll find out just how they come together in the playoffs. But as of right now, I think the only viable threats for them, if they do make that trade, would realistically be Dallas, Denver, Houston, OKC, and Memphis. I think, and with every other team in that conference, I think it's legitimately a toss-up. If you bring in a caliber player like Jimmy, but those I think would be the ultimate test games if and after this trade happens. Is how they respond to those teams, right? Because those are going to be looked at as the best teams in the league going down the stretch.
All right, getting away from Jimmy buckets. Feel me? I heard that there's some news coming out a little bit around basketball about Maverick Carter. Can you explain that to me, Mulich?
Yeah. So Maverick Carter and some friends, a specific group of people that he's locked in with. I believe it's LeBron, his posse and stuff like that. Not directly connected to LeBron, so this is specifically Maverick Carter and all of his business group and his business friends are trying to gather up a lump sum of money. I think the number is $5 billion to start an international basketball league, kind of like the Unrivaled that a few WNBA players have started, but I think they're mainly going to be focused on the international market.
Interesting. I don't give a shit.
I just want why. It's why. I get it. International basketball has definitely picked up, and there's definitely a market.
The
for
NBA is making their own international league. So
and that
Maverick Carter wants to do.
Thank you. That's my point. Are you trying to? I feel like you're trying to compete with the NBA at this point. And I just don't think that.
Is this LeBron? Is this LeBron's fucking playing after basketball?
Hey, it could be. That's a good point.
Like,
a lot of people do speculate him to try to be an owner, but he could just forego that and try to come up with his own league.
Can't do a big three. Ice Cube got that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Lock.
Ice Cube got the big three. They got Unrivaled now with the fucking WNBA
Celebrity,
players.
Yeah. They got like a celebrity one too, basketball
Mm-hmm.
league. Yeah, celebrities get their own
team. Pro-ams and all that stuff. So yeah.
Quavo, you feel me? I'm in tune. But yeah, I mean that is interesting because it's why? Like why? Why would you? And I'm not saying don't shoot for the stars.
No, most definitely.
Because if you miss, you're still amongst the clouds and shit. You feel me? But why? Why do you want to start a basketball league?
And that's my thing, right? Because are you planning to partner with the NBA? Are you planning to rival the NBA? Like, are you planning to battle viewership? Are you planning to battle what's the ultimate motive here? Or are you looking to give another outlet for young players to go to outside of NBA Europe or the G League or whatever the case may be? Like, that's the only thing, because it's like I really don't see any other motive than you just wanting to start a league.
Yeah, I mean, they just be doing shit. Like Cat Williams said, they be trying shit. It won't work.
Don't work.
Trying shit won't work. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I know. Hey, more power to you, man. Go ahead, do your thing.
Well, hey, Mav, do your thing, man.
I just don't. As a basketball fan, I just don't care.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand it, and I don't care.
Especially it being international.
Right, like, you know how hard that is to put together?
Right, like,
you feel me? Like how hard it is to maintain, because if it was so easy, like the NBA is literally African league, like this league, and now they're talking about Euro League, right? Mm-hmm. But if it was that damn easy and all it took was all of this money to make it happen, don't you think the NBA would have did it?
Like they've been actively trying to do for the past 5 years.
Like it's not that simple. Like the markets overseas are different. the money is different.
The gameplay is different.
Exactly, like the material they use is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the rules are different.
They use is different. Like that shit is different. What players like? Is it going to be a travel? Like you're going to make this a fucking travel one where it's like United States got to travel all the way to, Ghana and shit,
right.
and you got to play these, them over there. Like, nah, you can't do that. You know how many basketball fucking arenas you're going to have to build just to make this shit happen, so you could have some place to play.
That's another big aspect of it, right? Basketball arenas, right? A lot of these
Who
places.
You're going to exclude from it? Who gets excluded? Saudi Arabia, who gets excluded from it?
Yep, who gets to play? Who gets excluded? Is there going to be some type of championship at the end? Is there going to be some type of tournament?
No allows get to judge who wins it, motherfucker. Like what are we doing?
What? And where? And you brought up a good point with the stadiums, bro. Like, where's going to be the main gameplay, right? Because a lot of these countries are war-ridden countries, right? A lot of these countries don't have the resources to just go out and build a multi-billion-dollar stadium
and wipe that motherfucking stadium right out. As soon as you build that motherfucker, it should be flowing down the river, way down the water. Like, excuse me.
It's just crazy, like to think like, oh yeah, we're just gonna get $5 billion. And start
just get $5 billion. We can start league international.
Okay,
we're gonna do it because I understand it. Me, Merrick Carter, I understand it when the NBA has this big ass motherfucking team out there exploring ways to make money in the Euro League, and they still haven't even shot the gun on their goddamn plan. But you're gonna get it $5 billion, and you're gonna start a league. Okay,
literally, like we've seen how long it took the NFL to start having international games outside of going to just fucking Mexico. Like it takes a while.
Nigga, that's some talking you gotta be able to do.
It takes a while.
Countries don't want you. Like, you gotta think about that shit. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Like, a lot that goes into a lot of talking, a lot of fucking compromise and sacrifices, and the money. Oh man, a percentage of money that these guys gonna want for you to come to their damn country, build a damn stadium. Like, bro, you gotta give me all that shit. I want all that. Let me get all of it. No, you can't have none of it. I want all of it. You feel me? These my grounds you building on. So I mean, it's just a little weird to me. Like, if you want to start a league, like a 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 or 5-on-5 league, like do your thing. Like, but an international league,
it's kind of crazy.
There's only one person. No, there's only one, as I understand it, one Euro League that's making it work, and they still not even on the level of the NBA.
There you go.
So they just staying afloat. Them niggas like the WNBA.
Like literally staying afloat.
Them niggas just staying afloat. So I don't know, Moo. I don't know what Maverick Carter got up his sleeves, but let's see what LeBron team got for me. You feel me?
Hopefully, maybe they know something we don't.
Maybe they don't. All right, moving on. Warriors blow out the Warriors. The Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics blow out Steve Kerr and his Clayless, Thompsonless motherfucking Warriors.
Yep.
How you feel about that, Mooj?
I mean, I knew it was going to happen. I watched the game driving home the other day. It's not a good team right now, bro. And I know their Kerr, and Steph came out talking about they're content with the roster, but that's just things that they have to say in order to appease to
palms and
stuff like that. But they're not a good team right now. They're going through a lot of injuries, and they're trying to find a way to weather the storm. But if there's one team in the league that definitely needs to make a trade, if not for somebody that can immediately help, or at least for some young talent that can help, it's definitely the Warriors. Really interesting season they got going on right now. Very up and down for Golden State.
Very up and down, but something happened that just add some more to it. What happened? What did JB and JT do to Steve Kerr?
Oh yeah, so apparently there was a bit of a snub going on, I guess there. Jason Tatum was having a conversation with Steph, and I guess the video that people are interpreting has shows that Steve Kerr kind of trying to get Jason Tatum's attention, but he's not really paying him any mind. And Jaylen Brown is standing right there in front of him. But he doesn't even acknowledge him. So a lot of people speculate that both of them are kind of still holding harboring hard feelings. Jason Tatum, of course, for not seeing a lot of rotation in the Olympics, and then Jaylen Brown, obviously, for getting snubbed for the Olympics in the first place, which is more Grant Hill's fault than Steve Kerr's. But I digress.
Fuck him, I don't give a fuck. You hold on whatever you need to hold on to, Jason Tatum. You win me another championship. If that's what you got to do to get there, hey, use the Jordan method. I don't give a shit.
Hey.
Make sure in your head like Shaq. I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Like
You
KG, man.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, mix it up in the head with KG, dog. It's good.
Do what you got to do. You feel me? But nah, fuck Steve Kerr. You feel me? You ain't snubbing me and then not playing my boy. Fuck wrong with you. Fuck Grant Hill too. You feel me? Not as a player, as the guy who has picked the team or whatever his role was in it. Fuck you. Fuck you too, Grant Hill. You feel me? JB belonged to be up there, and it should have been JB, JT, and Anthony Edwards show. You feel me? See, I'm not greedy. I'll share it with people. Boo up and make you guys think I'm greedy. You feel me? I'm not greedy. I share the love. Add Anthony Davis to it. You feel me? No me, Anthony Davis. Let's add him to it. You feel me? Sit LeBron on the bench. Sit LeBron on the bench. You feel me? You wouldn't have done that to KD.
Oh man,
Done that shit to Embiid or Joker.
True.
Well, I mean, we won, so I don't give a shit. Next year, next time, not next year, but next time, Steve Kerr won't be the coach.
Yep. Next 4 years, and then the next should be 3 years now. Yep, 3 years to 2025. 3 years.
He won't be the coach. Guess what? Jason Tatum will be a player. You feel me? Dunk on Steve Kerr in practice. As soon as you set him up, treat him like he's Jason Terry. I'm telling you. Put him on his back. All right. Warriors are struggling. Moolah says they need to make some moves. What's going on with that?
Well, I got a little too earlier. I know Steph and Steve tried to, solidify their stance on their roster is nice and they can compete with anybody and, all the stuff like that. Stuff that they basically have to say to make themselves, sound good because they don't want to come out and just blatantly say their team sucks. But it's apparent they got to make a trade. It doesn't have to be like a big splash like everybody thinks, right? It just needs to be a smart trade to where they can acquire pieces that can help them succeed. Mainly on the wing, right? We're tremendously weak on wing defense. And then on top of that, on the interior, we get killed on the interior on a consistent basis, whether that's rebounds, whether that's defense, whether that's scoring on the inside, because we don't really have a true inside presence and somebody that can score at the basket at will. So I know there's been a lot of rumors coming out that they're not in the Jimmy Butler trade, they're not in the Zion trade, I don't believe nothing that these reports say, because at the end of the day, they can say that, and the next thing you know, 3 guys is on the way to Miami or New Orleans for said player. So
sidebar, didn't y'all niggas just get lit up for like 38 points from Jordan Poole?
36.
36. There you go. 36 points. Jordan Poole. Nigga was out there. Steph Curry and Steph Curry. What the fuck was going on? I watched the highlights of that game and said, God damn, he was out there like, Draymond, punch me now. Punch me now, Draymond. Punch me now.
You would have thought we lost that game.
Huh?
You would have thought we lost that game.
Yeah, you would have thought y'all didn't lost that game where he was out there fucking y'all up.
Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for Andrew Wiggins, I ain't gonna lie to you, dropping 31, we probably would have.
Poole went stupid on y'all. You see what you're missing? I bet you still wish you had me. Say you don't. Say you don't.
We actually need one of you right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Say you don't. You better make that trade, Steve Kerr. Jordan Poole for Draymond Green.
Mike Dunleavy Jr., you might want to start pulling some triggers, man.
Yeah, trade Draymond Green to the motherfucking Wizards and get Jordan Poole back. Undo what you did. All right? Unkiss me is what Maroon 5 said. So however you want to interpret that to get Poole back. Excuse me. That's how you
That's how you do it.
no, that's how you do it. But I don't know. Steve Curry got to get your shit together. Too worried about benching Jason Tatum and not your team winning. Feel me? Like Klay Thompson walk. He having a pretty decent season.
You're stuck in your ways, man. Feel me?
Shoulda let Draymond fly away.
You gotta change things up if you want to.
All those people that was out there making fun of Poole, what's up? Make fun of me now, nigga. The Warriors down here with me.
Change shit up if you want shit to continue working. The same recipe gets old at some point in time.
They get that shit together, bro. Get it together, the Warriors. You feel me? Some trade ideas. Let me see. Before we get into what you got, let me see if I got some. I would have hoped it would be by Bleacher. One wild Brandon Ingram NBA trade out there that actually works. Full trade scenario. Okay. All right. Whatever I find, I'm just going to shoot to you. All right. It's the one wild Brandon Ingram trade. Here we go. The Bulls get Brandon Ingram, Wendell Moore Jr., a 2027 second-round pick, least favorable from Brooklyn Nets or Dallas Mavericks via Detroit. Detroit Pistons get Torrey Craig, Zach LaVine, and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. The Pelicans get that fettuccine nigga. That fettuccine nigga. Tim Hardaway Jr. and a dude named Marcus. I don't know how to say that. I don't even. Sauzer? I don't know how, whatever. Toronto's 2025 second-round pick via Detroit and 2028 second-round pick least favorable from Charlotte or the Clippers. How do you like that, Movich?
Damn, we want to know what's crazy is that works out the best for Detroit and nobody else. Oh man, because if you put in BI on the Bulls, because I knew that was the first option that they was gonna come up with. Putting BI on the Bulls doesn't move the Bulls in any way, shape, or form, because at some point in time, Kobe White's gonna want out. They've been trying to push Zach LaVine to Detroit for the longest time, and I think that actually works because you pair him with the young talent over there. I think that they can probably make some noise. Not saying that they're a championship team or anything, but they definitely look a lot better than what they are now. New Orleans, yikes. Which doesn't surprise me because they're probably going to end up loading up on picks anyway and trying to snag a lottery. But yeah, no, it literally helps out nobody but Detroit.
Yeah, I don't know. I like BI. BI, he be BI in it.
And I like BI. It's just the way Chicago's ran right now, I just don't trust that franchise.
Yeah, I don't either. But yeah, I can see what you mean. I still think if you could keep Kobe White and get another guy over there with BI, I don't think it's a bad trade.
Yeah. The question is, do they keep Lonzo and all of that?
That's true, but I see a report here, sidebar, that the Suns and Bill have not talked about a trade. So the Phoenix Suns hasn't asked Star about potential deal. So Maybe not. Maybe they're not thinking about getting rid of him.
That's interesting.
Which is interesting. That's why I come to Bleacher Report. All right, here we go. 4 NBA trades we need. Why it had to be a video? Why you couldn't just tell me?
Now, see, and that's the interesting thing about Phoenix loading up on picks, because they could just go with a whole bunch of not like lower tier guys, but just a whole bunch of mid tier guys that just help their team in ways that it needs to be helped, instead of trying to make a big splash for, you know, a superstar or even a star.
Who the Suns?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they get some more, they got to get some more defensive players.
And that's what I'm thinking, right? Like if they, because we all know that they need a point guard, right? So if you go out there and you do make a trade, say you go into the market with Chicago and you make a trade for Vucevic and you get Lonzo in that trade by giving them a few first round picks, like that obviously makes the team defensively and even offensively better, because you're getting a better, you know, scoring option on the inside, or at least a more consistent one.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, I don't think they need another. I agree with you. They don't need another big name, but hey, teams nowadays, they just try to stack it up, see what they could get and what they could do with it.
Seems like the right.
As of the 21st, the Washington Wizards will have the first round pick. It's interesting.
Again?
Golden State at number 11. New Orleans will have a 4 pick, which, ooh, that could get interesting. Then Bleacher Report always at least have one little trade thing, but I don't see none. So, excuse me, I apologize. About best trade fit for Bruce Brown. What are you thinking, Mulich?
I'm thinking he either go back to the Nuggets or. Sorry, I'm watching this Nuggets.
No, do you think so?
These niggas is going crazy. But I think he either goes back to the Nuggets or I wouldn't be surprised if the Rockets went out and tried to add him to that core that they got over there, just to really bolster their defense. Just because we know what he brings to the table, and you add him over there, that team is a lot scarier than what it is right now, especially with the young talent that they got over there balling.
Yeah, I agree. I would say the Nuggets would be my top choice. I'm going back, but then I would say my second choice, good best trade fit. I don't know. I think the Grizzlies could use him.
That's a good fit too. That's a really good fit, actually.
Yeah, I think the Grizzlies could use a guy like Bruce Brown on that team, especially to pick up for, the Dillon Brooks, because Dillon, as much as we harp on, Dillon, he is a good defender. So I think they get a little bit of that back. I think that team be looking good. All right, best trade fit for Kyle Kuzma.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Kyle's interesting, but you know what? I'm gonna throw a name out here. I'm gonna say Milwaukee.
Is he an upgrade from Chris Middleton? I don't know.
And that's what I'm thinking. Is he an upgrade from Chris Middleton?
No, I'm not about to protect Chris Middleton. So it ain't coming from me.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I think he is a little bit.
Coming from me.
I think he is a little upgrade from.
But how is it enough of an upgrade to like want to make that move? I don't know. I would say I'll send Kyle Kuzma. I'll send Kyle. I want to say the Nets.
That's not bad.
I want to say the Nets.
That's not bad at all. honestly.
Johnson if they don't trade him. You know, but what about Toronto?
Scotty Barnes, Pascal. That's not bad.
What about Toronto? Might be a low key. Kuzma could go there, refine himself with some different kind of guys that like working hard. You know, Siakam is a hard worker, so
You know the baller that Scotty Barnes is.
I like that. I like Toronto. All right, best trade fit for Colin Sexton.
Give me the Clippers.
I'm not mad at that. I'm
gonna say the Clippers or Dallas. I think Dallas can really thrive from some backup point guard. When Luka and Kyrie, when one of them are off the floor, you can really benefit from the type of player that Colin is.
What about the Timberwolves?
Ooh, that's a really good one too, actually.
I'm thinking the Timberwolves because they still got Mike Conley over there, right?
Yep.
And you could definitely put Sexton behind him, and then he could be a scoring relief too.
True.
For them guys over there, so because you can score the ball, let's not forget that Sexton be Sexton.
That is true. He do.
You feel me? Best fit for Cam Johnson.
Honestly, I'm gonna say exactly where he's at right now.
Yeah.
I like that he has his own kind of thing going on. I think if he's moved, then he's going to be asked to not take a backseat, but more of a reduced role. But again, that might depend on the team that he goes to. So
I don't know. I feel like he might be good on a Thunder.
But that's actually a good one. Hold on,
I think Cam Johnson on a Thunder might be good. Didn't they get rid of Giddey?
Yes, they did. He's in Chicago.
Yeah, I think Cam Johnson there, it gives him more hype because they got Chet over there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he'll be asked. Definitely going to be asked to take a smaller scoring role over there, but I think the other things that he do that we seen him do before he got traded to the Nets, I think he could get a lot of that back over there.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not gonna lie to you.
See, I know that. I know. I be scouting out here a little bit.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about a little bit.
No, just a little bit.
Not too much.
Any other names you want to throw in there?
No, I wanted to avoid all the big names that we kind of just hear about all the time, and just throwing some names that have kind of been in talks, have kind of been in rotation that people don't really necessarily pay attention to, just to fill out, where might be the best landing spot for them, and which team they could possibly help, succeed or take another level to. If I was anybody, I'd look at Denver because they got a lot of young point guards over there. Really, a lot of young guards.
That's interesting. Oh, hold on. Go back. All right. NBA trade block big board. Ideal landing spots for top 10 targets. Number 10, Bruce Brown, Toronto. Best landing spot, Miami. Nikola Vucevic, Chicago. Best landing spot, Golden State Warriors.
That's interesting.
Kyle Kuzma, Washington Wizards. Best landing spot, Sacramento Kings.
Now that would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That is very interesting. Colin Sexton, Utah Jazz. Best landing spot, the Orlando Magic.
I didn't even think about the Magic. I actually like that.
Not bad. Zach LaVine, Chicago Bulls. Best landing spot, Detroit Pistons.
I mean, I'm telling you, they've been pushing that for a while. They're gonna keep talking about it till it happens.
Jonathan Kuminga, Golden State Warriors. Best landing spot. The Brooklyn Nets.
I'm actually not mad at that either.
You're stack up on the young talent. Y'all get there. Brandon Mofo Ingram, New Orleans Pelicans. Best landing spot. San Antonio Spurs.
I actually like that. Him, Wemby. Yeah.
Cam Johnson. Cameron Johnson is his name. Brooklyn Nets. Best landing spot. Oklahoma City Thunder. You fucking feel me? I'm not the only one that think that.
Cooked in, man.
Bleacher Report thinking too, man. Zion Williamson. No, I was not looking at this before I said my answer. I found this after, motherfucker. All right? Because when I said my answer, I wasn't on my motherfucking computer. All right? So don't try me, YouTube. All right, Zion Williamson, New Orleans Pelicans. Best landing spot, Charlotte Hornets.
That would actually be pretty dope. I'm not going to lie.
And number one, Jimmy Mo fucking Butler. Best landing spot. You already know what they're going to say.
Of course.
The Suns.
The Phoenix Suns. Yes.
The Phoenix Suns. Not bad. Draymond out 4 games. Yay.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
They talking about trading Jimmy. They had some meetings this week. Let me see. Brothers face off. Who brothers? Max and Cam Christie. Oh, okay. Fight it out, bros. Yo, people gotta stop disrespecting Cat, bro. When are you gonna put his name back out there?
My boy's out there hitting somersaults today.
I saw a wild 14 trade idea. One wild Zach LaVine trade idea that works. We did Brandon Ingram before, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Damn, it's a big ass trade. Damn. Okay. Damn. Okay. Damn. All right. All right. The Spurs get Zach LaVine. Golden State Warriors get Brandon Ingram. The Pelicans get Keldon Johnson and Zach Collins. The Chicago Bulls receive Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, Kevin Looney, Gary Payton II.
Damn.
Hey, wiped out the whole Warriors roster for the Bulls.
Did we give up the whole squad?
He said, take everybody. 25 second round pick, yeah, for Brandon Ingram, bro.
New Orleans is high for that. I don't know.
For Brandon Ingram.
I
don't think that's one trade that works for me. But let's keep looking. Why not?
They said we're gonna give up the whole squad, bro, for Brandon Ingram, dog.
He said, Brandon, come to me.
We got the whole motherfucking house for you, bro.
Yeah, I was watching Cat Zesty Moments earlier. That shit was funny. Why that nigga be talking like that? You better stop that shit. For somebody push up on that nigga in the parking lot.
Man.
That's right. That's what's supposed to happen. Steph Curry said a big part of our season has been when we can't score, we lose spirit, we lose life, we lose competitiveness. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. What you think supposed to happen?
Right. That's what happens.
What you think supposed to happen? We supposed to demoralize you guys. You know?
When you can't score, you lose. Shit, you lose inertia, man. You lose momentum, bro. Shit.
Lakers have no answer for Zubac. Yeah, but they didn't have no answer for Zubac. But they got AD.
Who's supposed to be the answer for Zubac?
Boom. James Harden still going off. Wemby goes off for 21 in a loss. 21 isn't even like big. How could you say he goes off?
How many blocks?
Oh, damn. The Nets said they actually for whoa. Brooklyn Nets unwilling to move him for less than 2 first-round picks or equivalent thereof.
See?
That's Cam Johnson. That's crazy.
See? Now,
That's
what if
crazy.
Phoenix says, fuck Jimmy and goes to get Cam?
That's not bad though, because they got hey, you can take these worst little picks right here. You take these little first round picks there. I get the unfavorable one.
Right?
You can have them shits or not.
You got KD, Devin Booker, Cam Johnson. I think they still got Grayson Allen over there.
And Suns, yeah.
Man. And if that's all they're asking for, they might not even have to give up Bradley Beal.
That's true. That is true. Because I'm like, that's all you said you was asking for, though. Nah, you didn't say Bradley Beal.
You can hold them to it, bro. Shit. I mean, they got
2 first-round picks. Nigga, I'll even throw you a second-round pick in that bitch.
And yeah, they got 3 of them. So if they really want to stretch it,
can't give you Bradley.
you know what I mean?
Nah, I mean, what do you mean if you throw somebody else in there? The only person that I would want, you traded them to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
So, take them for the 2 first rounds and a second.
2 first rounders.
I throw a bullshit second in there for you. But I'm done. That's all I got.
That's it, bro.
That's it. That's what we got.
That's it. That's all, man. Make sure y'all tap in with the rest of the show throughout the rest of the motherfucking week. We got
Gentlemen coming at the bottom of the screen
tomorrow. PVT on Thursday, and y'all already know Friday we talking net-ish. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting. You already know we're coming at y'all with this fire-ass content every single week. We're going to see y'all tomorrow, man, and next week.
That's right. And next week. Peace. You guys be safe out there. Love.